Hi Flosstube, it's Helen D. It is Monday, July 1st. I was planning on filming tomorrow, but then I saw my neighbor this weekend and they're having a bunch of work done tomorrow, and I thought, mental note, it's going to be loud tomorrow. So I gathered my things today and I'll do my video today and then upload tomorrow. I hope everyone's doing well. It's beautiful here. Like, you can tell where my windows are and where there are no windows in my house. We've been busy. Things have been plugging along. June went by so fast. It's been a lot going on. We had the Stitch Maine retreat, which I will talk about. My son is back at tennis. I've been doing all the shopping, and I did a whip parade. I posted that last week. I've been watching a lot of whip parades. I love a whip parade, even if it's the same things I saw during your year-end whip parade. I love seeing all the different projects, because a lot of times people stitch different things, but they're still beautiful. So even if you're all samplers and giant pieces, I still want to see them. So I've been enjoying those. And I've been stitching. So I have a lot of Stitch Maine things to show. One fully finish, one finish, some whips, the regular stuff. We have the regular stuff today. We will start in with Stitch Maine. So Stitch Maine is a one-day 9 to 5 retreat that we put on. It's Penny of the Daily Stitcher. She's an online shop, and then I kind of help her out. I do more of the day of help because she sets up shopping area. So she's busy over there. So I am the point person for when is lunch ready, telling which tables to go, like dealing anything that comes up that day is kind of what I do, because she can't. She's too busy. We have 75 people is what we kind of average, and it was great. It's a lot of familiar faces, which is wonderful because we've gotten to kind of know each other. This was the third year, and I see a lot of these people at other things too, right? At Library Stitchers Retreat, Stitch Maine, right? We just kind of see each other. There were also some new people, which was great, that said this was their first retreat, so that was fun. I actually stitched, not a ton, but way more than I have in years past. I did a little shopping, I got some gifts. I want to show you what was in the goodie bag. So, stuff's going to be all mixed in today. Like some of my purchases, if they were Stitch Maine purchases, I'm just going to show them here. Actually, we'll start with those. No, we won't. They're buried. We will start with a couple of the little gifts that we got. A lot of people now are doing table gifts, which is great. I did a table gift. And that way, doing something for 75 people or 150 people or 350 people, that was more than I could squeeze in right now. But there were 5 people for a table, so I could handle 4. So for the table gift, I made these little Ort catchers, and I used the tutorial from Primrose Cottage, which I will try my best to remember to link below. They were so easy, they snap. I bought the little snap maker. This one is mine because I was a little vigorous on my corner turning, and that one is, I poked it out. So this one's mine, which is fine. So I made these in this oceany crab theme because that goes with the goodie bag. Because I helped with the retreat, I knew what was in the goodie bag, so I could cheat and coordinate. So I gave these some saltwater taffy, and the chart that we gave is all DMC, so I bought the DMC, and that was my table gift. Thread winder down. I kind of lucked out. The table next to us, they had an empty seat. We did have a couple people that were unable to make it. You always do, kind of day of. So they kept passing extra table gifts over to me. So I got this beautiful bag that Karen made. It's got pockets in it too. And I just kind of was putting stuff in here. And I'm not going to show everything, but you know, we got a waxer. My friend Tina was making coasters, which I think we all used. One idea that I thought was really, really good. First of all, Joyce gave these little bags, which were cute. Joyce, if you're watching, I know this was filled with chocolates. The boy found them. Gone. someone found a freebie chart, like a freebie chart that you can print out completely legally and kitted it up. Like, that's perfect. So this is a little freebie chart with they just pulled 3 DMCs, and that was their little table gift. I thought that was a great idea. So that was some of the things in there. I didn't catch the name of the woman who made these. She had little strawberries. It's so cute. That was in there. Let me, hold on. I gotta move my laundry hamper back. Okay, there's a lot on this table today. It's precarious. Okay, and then Stephanie, the New England stitcher, she made me some more blanks to make more needle minders. I don't even know where those are. They're upstairs on my desk somewhere, which is still a mess. And then she gave me, this is a magnetic needle book. So you can put your needles on there. It has the magnets, and then you just kind of twist it together. And she made that. She was selling these too, but she gave me this one. So, the goodie bag. Penny put together, we got these, I don't know, plastic. It's whip number 3796, which feels pretty appropriate. And in the bag, we had Stephanie from the New England Stitcher make the thread winders that just fell on the floor. So it says Stitch Maine 2024, and then the back side is the Daily Stitcher with Penny's little logo. She also made a needle minder that matches. I love having a needle minder from an event, right? Because then it kind of reminds you when you use it. And then the chart that we included was Hello Summer. She put a freebie chart in there from Teresa Kogut that was given out at Market. And this is the chart. So it was Hello Summer, and it is by Erin Elizabeth. And even better than showing you this picture, I can show you the stitch. This is one of the pieces I worked on a while ago. We wanted to have it stitched up so people could see it. So this is a brand new release from Erin Elizabeth. It just came out this weekend, so you can get it. It's kind of a companion piece in, I think it was the spring just cross stitch. She had one that says Hello Spring. So this is Hello Summer. All DMC. I stitched mine on the Light Taupe 28 count Lugana, and this little frame is just a 6x6 frame I picked up on Amazon. I could have finished it all cute, but at that point, this is what it got. I pinned it and threw it in. So mine is all stitched up. I love it. It was really cute, and everyone really liked it. And what we did this year is, because I had been working with Erin when we were doing the bee farm sale, when she was looking into what kind of charts we might want for that, this was actually one of our options that she had, like she charted up, and she wanted to know if we wanted to do that one for the stitch along. We chose the bee, but I filed away this one. So when we were ready for Stitch Maine, I said, hey Erin, when are you releasing that chart? Would it be possible for us to buy 75 copies of that chart from you a little early and include them in our gift bag? Because that way we knew that's a new chart. No one has it, right? Sometimes you go to a retreat and there's a chart included and you already have it because, you know, we like to collect things. But this way we knew nobody had it because it's a brand new chart. So she said, absolutely. So we got it early, we put it on our retreat bag, and then she released it the following week. So like I said, that one is available, and it was a fun, easy stitch. Shopping wise from the retreat, I did pretty good. From the Daily Stitcher from Penny, I bought a piece of fabric. This is a 16 count juniper from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. She had some small cuts. It's a fat 1/8, 12 by 17. So I picked up that, and then I hadn't gotten this yet, the Frosty Frill from Heart and Hand. And she got her Primrose Cottage in right the night before. So I got Sweet Land of Liberty. So that's what I got from Penny. And then Stephanie, the Daily Stitcher, had her stuff set up. and she makes really cool needle minders and things, and her whippa-keepas. So I got a squirrel needle minder. And I got a set of these. These are floss bobbins, parking bobbins. So, and other people have shown these, I'm sure. I got the autumn one. So they're like sewing bobbins that are made into a needle minder. And she uses some heavy duty magnets. So they're more meant for people that do full coverage, but I thought, you know, there are times when I would use one of those. So there, you can have them on your project, and then if you have a thread that you know you have more of a little while longer, but you just want it out of the way, you just wrap it around here, right on your project. Switch to a different floss, and then you can come back to this one and have it be ready to go. So I thought, I'm gonna get a set of 3. I think that's something that I won't use all the time, but that would be handy. I don't know where to put things. I did cave and buy one of Stephanie's whippa-keepas. I looked at him, and then I looked at him again, and then I looked at him again, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those. So this is the one I got. I got one of the large size. I have 2 of her smaller ones. So I got one of the large ones, and it's one of the patchwork. So the inside, there's a vinyl pocket, there's a thread bed. This you can write your project information on. You know, it's got all the pockets. You've seen them. So I thought the big one would be good for keeping something with a, you know, a full size, there's a magnet in there, a full size chart. So I haven't used it yet. And I got one specifically that wasn't Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July. Like, I got a plain one so I could use it for anything. Not that I don't use my random bags for anything anyway. Oh, and then also this got stuck. Stephanie handed out, she made the New England Stitcher needle minders. That was in there. And I think that's it. I think that's it for Stitch Maine. We will do it again next year. Plans are to do it again. We do that up in Hollowell, which is just outside of Augusta. It's like a bed and breakfast, but it's also a conference center. We've had really good luck there. The lighting's good. Location is pretty central for people. The owners are really nice. They work with us. The food is great. So I'm sure that's where we'll be again. So that's that. Now we'll move on to stitching. Like I said, I have one fully finished, was the Erin Elizabeth. I have 2 FFOs. One of them I can't show yet, and that is I finished my little secret stitch I was doing for one of my swaps. I got one done and off the whip list. Then I finished, actually I think I finished this one first, but I did finish Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I didn't know if I would get a little burnt out because I worked on it so much, but I didn't. I just got it done. There's a strap under our table that I keep forgetting to cut off, and it's tickling me in the knee. This is on 14 count Mystic Ada from Picture This Plus, which is the called for. So I got it all done. You can tell it's breezy. All DMC. The chart comes with 2 versions, and they're included, so you can choose. One has a colored Santa and the reindeer up here and snowflakes here, and the other one has just a white, like a silhouette Santa here and snowflakes here. So you can choose whichever one you want to do. I need to get a frame for this. I actually had bought a frame. I had barely started it at Christmas time, and then I think I got the frame before I even started it. 4th of July, not 4th of July. Black Friday, pictureframes.com was having a really good sale, and I went by the measurements of what it should be, and I ordered a frame, and I ordered a red frame because I thought, oh, that'll look good. But it's not really the right red because this is the pinky reds. So I have to figure out what I'm doing. But it's just a square red frame, so I'll use it for something else. All right. Whips. While I was at Stitch Maine, this was a new start. This is the one I actually got some done on, and then I've gotten a little more done since then. So I started Nibblers from Pedal Pusher. This is a new release. It should be at Hoffman now, so your stores, they can always get it directly from Barbie, but they should be able to get it. The boards, I forgot to post last time. The board is from Scarlet Sky Designs. They're on Etsy. I will link them below. So that's where she's done all of the boards for this series. So this one, Barbie stitched it on the Country French Cafe Mocha, but I had a little scrap, just the right color, just the right size, of 16 count Picture This Plus Ariel, which is a very, very, very pale blue. And this little flower, this little strawberry is like the creamy color. I thought it would look nice on the blue, and the pinks would look nice. And I went with the 16 count because that's the size that I need it to fit on the board. So at Stitch Maine, I got like these done. And then look, I got some more done. So I'm working on another piece I'll show you that I'm trying to finish up. And then I think this one will come out to finish up. I also have some car stitching coming up, and this one might be good in the car. This is the piece that I'm trying to finish up. Looking for the picture. This is the Forest Friends. This was the stitch along through Tiny Modernist's Patreon. It was available through the end of June, and now it's July. So this will come out as a full release, not a stitch along, probably next year, if you weren't able to get it. Never fear. We have other things to keep us busy, and then it will come out. So I had this one done, and I was working on the fox. I finished the fox, and now I've moved down to the rabbit. So my fox is done. I'm down here on the rabbit, and I'm saving the skunk for last. This is on a 16 count Oaken from Picture This Plus. And honestly, if I like the way the red looks, that red frame will fit perfectly for this piece too. So, like I said, it will get used. I'm not concerned. So yeah, I'm plugging away on this, and I'd like to get this one done just so it can be, got a thread, off the list and done, and move on to some other things. I had the white all done, and that white border was not bad at all. I've had a couple people say, oh, that lacy border, that must have been difficult, but it really wasn't bad. I did put some work in on 324, I think, since you've seen it. I'm pretty sure I have. So 324 is Works by ABC. I started this right after Nashville Market. This was a market release. And I am down on the bottom. I'm on the right hand side of the bottom. So I'm pretty sure I finished this row and worked up. Now, this is on 28 count antique white even weave. So I know you eagle eyes, it will be hard for you to count this. There's a mistake in here. I'm not going to tell you where it is, and I'm going to leave it. One of my motifs is a half, like when you're doing over, over two, it's a half off. But I don't think you can tell. So I'm going to leave it. If it bothers me as I keep going, I will fix it, but I don't think you can tell. And I'm sure I'll make that same mistake somewhere else. So maybe that will offset it. And then the last piece I've been working on, Atlantic Shores from Pigeon Coop Designs. This is a big, practically full coverage. I think I showed it last time, and I had like 2 rows here on the bottom. So what I decided to do is make this my summer coffee stitch. So if I get up in the morning and I have time to stitch, I don't always, I'm gonna pull this out. And then there were a couple of times where I wanted to finish a little section, so I worked on it a little more later. So it's gotten quite a bit. So the way I'm going about this is this tree comes up. So I did the trunk, and then I'll do some more of the tree and then work my way over. So that then these lines is a little less counting. I know I have to go until I hit the tree. And then just count on this side, which is much less. So I love the way the colors are looking. This is cat hair. This is on an antique white 28 count, and it will fit in an 8x10 when I'm done. So this morning I finished putting in this row of green. I think I can do a little more of stripes of blue before I have to come back to the tree. So that one's been really fun. The Pigeon Coop design book comes out on July 30th, and I could not be more excited. If Max has been giving a lot of sneak peeks on his, he has a Facebook page and on his Instagram. Some people don't want sneak peeks, they want to be surprised. I happened to look at the listing. I pre-ordered mine on Amazon. And at the time, my birthday was when it was a pre-sale, so happy birthday to me. They just had the cover. And I'm like, I'm gonna look. Sometimes there's more pictures. I want all the previews. So I looked, and there's now a picture of the front and the back. There's a piece on the back in the middle. That's where I'll leave you if you wanna go see it. It's like when you go to the listing, there's the picture of the cover, and then you can swipe, and there's the second picture. The one in the middle may be the first one I do out of that book. There's 25 charts in that book. It's gonna be hard to pick. But that one right now, and I can only see this much of it, I'm intrigued. That's it for stitching. That's it for stitching. We'll talk about what I bought. I've bought some things. My Halloween issue came in. I know there's some other people that have done a flip through. I'm gonna show you real quickly the ones I'm intrigued with. This one, I wrote the page numbers down. One of them here is from Quantarion Creations, and I've done one of hers before. It's this one right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a moon there. I really like that one. And that witch is from Dirty Annie's. These two, they're on the same page. This is from Bad Stitch, who a couple of videos ago, I did a giveaway of a mouse on some strawberries, and it's the same designer. And then I really like this one, Magic Beans. And that one is by Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace, Fine Needle Arts. So, intrigued by those. I signed up for Satsuma Street's Mystery Stitch Along. She had given like a little preview, like a sketch that I think I had even shared. She had shown this little sketch of something she was working on, and it looked to me like a haunted house. And it is called Monster House. And this is the preview that she shared on her Instagram. So I think it's gonna be very similar to, she did one a couple years ago called Animal House. And in each of the openings was like an animal in that one. So it might be a creature, like those look like little feet. So I ordered that, which will come into plans. So then, when I was pulling colors, I pulled all the flosses, which is the perfect Satsuma Street color palette. She uses colors that I swear I don't use anywhere else, and I love it. So these are the colors, and I was trying to figure out my fabric. She stitched hers, I think, on just a raw. I wanted to use a gray. So I had a piece a leftover scrap of Alchemy from Picture This Plus, and it was a 16 count, and again, it was just a scrap. So I thought, ooh, this would work because I could do a color toss on it. So I looked around, and Picture This Plus can be tricky to find, so if you find someone that has it in stock, great. Fat Quarter Shop had it in stock in a 14 count, which is actually what I wanted. So I ordered it, the 14 count, and again, my piece was from who knows how long. This is bluer than the piece I had, but, so this is an option. That's one option. So I placed an order, got a couple other things too. Then this is my other option, and this is from Dying for Cross Stitch. It's the Jupiter Dark. I picked this up, it was a ready to ship. This is much more purple. So that's my second option. I got a little ways to decide. I don't know if the purples show enough on the purple, but I also think they'll be in the piece. So, what do you guys think? Jupiter or bluey gray? Might be a game time decision. Fat Quarter Shop also had a piece of Bramble from Picture This Plus, which is a color I've always wanted to have and I can never find. And it's like a grayish brown with, I don't know, it's not really pink. It's not really purple. It's beautiful. This one would be okay. Like this, I didn't even get this as a possibility. I just don't think the colors, I don't know. I think I want to go with something dark for Halloween. I hadn't gotten this yet, so I picked up the Winter Sampler from Robin Pickens. I got some more of those little tart tins that I like to do finishing in, but I've already put those away. And then, like, I was so close to free shipping. I threw some fabric in. So I found this fabric. One of them I thought had what it was on it. Eerie from Art Gallery. And it's this cool Halloween fabric. Looks good in the purpling one. Looks great in the dark one. Because all those little skulls and bones and things pop. So I thought that for finishing things, that would be fun. And then, ooh, not the last thing, I got one thing after this. Kathy from Hands On Design posted on Instagram, I saw, that she was doing, hold on, some wool felt scrap bags. I have no idea if these are still available. She had a limited amount. It's handsondesign.biz, so they were scraps from things that she's done. I was hoping you could see in the picture like this, and I was hoping that these little squares would be 3x3 because that's the size I usually start with when I make strawberries. Some of them are just a tiny bit smaller, so I can use them for strawberries. I can use these long strips for leaves and toppers, and I thought it would be, they were $5. So because I was paying shipping, I bought two. I won't put those back. So I got those. And then the last thing is Liz Matthews posted a new video, and she has a Patreon. I'm not signed up to anyone's Patreon full-time. Like that Tiny Modernist one, I signed up, got the chart. Once the chart was done, I did unsign up because I would love to sign up for everyone's Patreon, but that would be really expensive. So I keep an eye out, and if someone has a chart that I'm like, I'd really like to do that, then I'll join for a month, maybe two, and then I'll unsubscribe, and I might join someone else for a month or two. Well, right now I'm in Liz's because look at that. So this is the current Patreon chart. I think she called it Shoreline. It's through July 15th, and she shows it in her video, like the model. It's one of those like her pumpkin house and her spring house where the top is on one fabric and the bottom is on another, and then you sew them together. I already have all the floss for it. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I have all the floss for it. So That brings me to plans. I was planning on doing Christmas in July. I am no longer planning on doing Christmas in July. Once I did the whip parade, there's some things that I wanted to work on, and then I have 2 stitch-alongs now coming up for July, and they're both Halloween. So I'm gonna be doing Halloween in July. So I'm doing the Monster House from Satsuma Street, and then the other one that I'm doing is Historical Sampler Company. They asked me if I wanted to join their stitch-along. I'm trying to find the picture. They are the ones that did the Emma Congdon one that I was so bad on, and I didn't even start it yet. I still haven't started the Frosted Pumpkin one I signed up for. So they're doing a Halloween stitch along. It's Historical Sampler Company. They're out of England. The chart is a Halloween chart. It's called Happy Halloween. They're sending me the box, the kit. It's coming today. I was hoping to show you tomorrow, but because I had to film early. So here is the sneak peek they have of the chart. And the thing I really like about this one is not only is it adorable, it looks completely keep-upable. It doesn't look giant. It's not super dense stitching. So I think I can easily keep up with this one. I will not likely keep up with the Satsuma one because it's just, there's so much stitching, I get behind. But this one, I would like to keep up with and finish on time. So this starts, the Happy Halloween from Historical Sampler starts on July 8th. Obviously, if you're not in England, you won't get your box by then. But they do have a PDF option. So if you want to join in, you could sign up for the PDF option. It's DMC, except I do think there is one, like a sparkly thread that you could find something in your stash or sub something out or just use a DMC for that one color if you wanted to. So that is now my plans. That one starts on the 8th. Monster House I think starts on the 12th or the 13th, somewhere mid-month. So I'm gonna launch in on this one and then work on Monster House. I'd like to finish Forest Friends, work on Nibblers. I don't want to set myself up for failure with all these wanna-dos. That might be it for July. And if I get more than that done, great. All right, giveaways. Now that my table is cleaned off. So last video we did 6 things. The first 2 were donated by Carla at Cobweb Corner, and then we had a couple charts from Barbie at Pedal Pusher, and then we had a couple charts that some friends had sent in to share. So number 1 was the gift card to Cobweb Corner, $10 gift card. That one is going to Kathleen Kraynak, Kraynak. I've been listing names down below, and my email is down below, and you can just email me and let me know what you've won and your address. Number 2, Wisteria House. This is going to Linda Skinner. Nibblers is Laurie, either Bass or Bass, B-A-S-S. Fairy Village, this is Barbie's other new release, the Rocking Chair Stitcher. 3 of the Glitter Village charts from Country Cottage, J. Mannella, and Sweet Pea from Nora Corbett is Dana Cranfill. So that was last video's. And then for this video, when I picked out giveaways, I thought I'd be doing Christmas in July. So we have Christmas in July giveaways, even though I'm doing Halloween in July. These are donated from Carla at Cobweb Corner. I always link Carla's videos below and her store page. She's been doing different sales. I want to say it's Crochet à Go-Go or Jardin Privé right now, but I could be wrong. She's been updating them, so just, you know, check and see kind of what she has going on. So if you're interested, I'd always appreciate it if you're a subscriber to my video. Carla appreciates it if you're a subscriber over there. Use the numerical number to let me know which one you're interested in, and then I use the random number giveaway, and you have to be over 18. So number 1, Rooftop Cocoa Shop. This is Lindy Stitches. And number 2, Gingerbread Row from October House. Now this one is big. This is not like one of her skinny mini rows, It's 41 high, but it's 228. But if that, like, you could always shorten it up and do a skinnier row, right? Or pick your favorites if you wanted to make something a little smaller. So those are this week's. One last thing, which I meant to mention earlier and forgot. My friend Stephanie, the New England Stitcher, maker of the Whippakeepa, she is a STEM teacher, and one of her students at school has challenged her. He watches her videos and he said, wouldn't it be great? I think you should hit 5,000 subscribers over the summer before you come back to school. So she's trying to hit 5,000 subscribers so that he would be so thrilled if she hit that number. But if you haven't subscribed to Stephanie, the New England Stitcher, she will be linked below. Pop over there. She just actually put a video out yesterday, Sunday. So there's a fresh video. Give her a subscribe so that she can hit 5,000 over the summer and go back to school, and he would be thrilled. That is it. I think it will be, July's the busy month around here, so it should be 2 weeks. I have a couple ideas for some in-between things that I can do. I still have a book flip through that I owe you. So if I'm not back in 2 weeks, it's because I'm busy. And I might be back in 3 weeks. So we'll see you when we see you. I hope everyone's continuing to have a good summer, that it's not too hot if you're over here in the US, or too cold if you're over in the other hemisphere, and enjoying some time with family. Have a good week. Thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.